What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Les Alex here. For Impact Gaming Center, we are live and in living color with round number 4. And I'm stoked because I've got player audio this round. Let's go. Thank you all so much for joining us, especially if you are watching live on twitch.tv/Impact Gaming Center. If you're not, head on over to our YouTube channel because we post content all the time. You can watch the games after the fact. And there's a Hopeless Nightmare with the Obstinate Bailoff. And Adrian's playing 4 Obstinate Bailoffs in hopes that his opponent will play Hopeless Nightmare. And it will become their Hopeless Nightmare. Holy smokes. Pretty good. There's a attack for 4 down to 16. And we've got Adrian, who's 2-1 on crabs. We actually just saw him last. Well, we kind of saw him because we had those technical difficulties. But we've got him on crabs against Gregory on Demir. Or I'm sorry, this looks like Esper Midrange. My apologies. Regardless, though, he didn't write his deck list or his deck name in the title. Anyways, so Gregory's going to be on Esper Midrange. Go for the Throat's going to take down the Obstinate Bailoff. And we are going to, this town ain't big enough. Alrighty, back to Adrian. Up the bean. Give him the beans, boys. We're back in town. Gonna draw a card and pass back to Gregory. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic needs, whether you're buying singles or sealed product. We've got it in stock every day. Here is Kaito, the Bane of Nightmares. Very powerful planeswalker. And there it is for you. There's Obstinate Bailoff being cast. Up to 26. And pass back to Gregory. So that could potentially stop Gregory from attacking here. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup as Adrian looks us right in the camera.
It's a 4-5, right? Yep.
Attack for 4-5.
Yep.
Down to 22.
0. Surveil 2, draw card. Yep.
Surveil True, draw a card. Because his opponent lost turn. Or lost life this turn. Alrighty.
Fear of isolation.
Fear of isolation.
Returning Hopeless Nightmare.
Return Hopeless Nightmare.
Yeah.
2 Bailoffs. Oh no.
I go down and then I go up. So I should be at 24.
24. Yeah, he goes down to 4. Ah, poor Gregory. That's rough.
I don't like this.
Oh, another. He drew another Obstinate Bailoff.
Okay.
Block 1. Take 4. Go to 1. Kaido's down to 1.
That's the same.
Gonna go a talent. Gonna make an otter.
Mayor puts mayor, paper to judge. Ain't none of that. And cast this.
All right, gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. Take the Talarian Terror. Can he cast it? Not quite.
Can't cast it yet. Okay, go for it.
And back to Gregory.
Just 2. This one.
Talarian Terror and an unknown for Gregory. That's what's in Adrian's hand.
Could be a bounce spell. I don't know those.
Adrian trying to psych his opponent out a little bit here. A little gamesmanship never hurt anybody. Another Obstinate Baylon. This is. Oh my goodness. So he loses 2 games for. Plusing Kaito. Down to 21. That's nuts.
Go ahead.
Four more. Four last, right? So I'll cast this dude and
Draw a card off the Talarian Terror.
combat. And send them all at Kaito.
All at Kaido. Does Gregory have anything? Nope. Kaido's just going to bite the dust here.
Go for it.
And back to Gregory.
No cards in.
I have
One card.
1 card.
Option B.
that would be really sweet, wouldn't it? All 4. That would be nice. I'm done.
Gregory said, is it Obstinate Bailoff? Adrian's like, well, that'd be nice. It is not, for the record. We know that. Gregory doesn't, though. It is just a land.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
All righty. Back to Gregory. What have we got here?
Yeah, are you doing the thing?
Doing it.
Yep. Sounds good.
And Kaito going to come in.
Is it the emblems? Yeah. So I'm at 16.
Down to 16, thanks to the emblems. Another one.
Yeah. So you go to 15.
15.
Yeah.
Down to 15 for Gregory.
That sounds good.
Giving up.
Gonna return talent.
Yeah.
Gregory saying, I've given up on Hopeless Nightmare. There's Reckless Anchorage and pass back to Adrian.
Cast this.
Up the beans. Gonna draw a card. Gonna trigger his otter.
And bubble this up.
Yep.
Good. Bushwhack.
Bushwhack. Gonna come back.
Cast it.
Thanks to.
Prowess.
Okay.
And we're gonna fight there and attack. GG's.
To win the game where
Wow. Had 3 Obstinate Baylaws.
I don't know what to say.
Oh my gosh, that was absolutely brutal. All right, so Adrian is going to go up a game here in the feature match area. We are going to kick it up to me in the booth. Thank you all so much for joining us. This is round 4, so we'll have one more round of Swiss followed by a top 8. So don't go anywhere if you're watching live. If you're watching after the fact on YouTube, head up our Twitch. Why haven't you checked out our Twitch yet? We stream each and every single Friday. That's going to be modern. And then we stream all of our RCQs. And pretty much all of our RCQs this year are going to be standard. So if you like this kind of content, you can definitely watch our RCQs. They are always on Saturdays at 10 a.m. So check us out on Twitch. Head up over there, follow us. Make sure to also hit up impactgamingcenter.gg. And if you're in the St. Louis area, we'd love to game with you. Come on out. We're at 49 Ludwig Drive in the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois. Okay, let's take a look at these sideboards. First off, starting with Adrian. And his deck list is old school. This is a normal deck list. This is Adrian's deck list. All right. So, sideboard for Adrian. Ghost Vacuum. Fey Bloom Trick. Anoint with Affliction. Nowhere to Run. Keen-Eyed Curator. Go for the Throat. That's going to come in. Minor Misstep. Tear Asunder. Swamp. Negate. Tashini's Tidebinder. And Sorcerer's Spyglass.
As the guy said earlier.
Alrighty. So what do we think is going to come in here? Probably Nowhere to Run. Probably Go for the Throat.
What's your
Maybe a Tear Asunder if he thinks that they're doing, some shenanigans with.
It looks like like mono white stuff.
And then for Gregory, we've got Rest in Peace, Ghost Vacuum, which is vitality or vanity. Sheltered by ghosts, no more lies, cut down, and tithing blade.
Their deck is super bad. Not as changed.
Cut down, definitely not, because yeah, Adrian's creatures are way too big. Possibly some no more lies. But yeah, let's see how these guys decide to sideboard.
Okay,
Let's.
you get to go first. Good luck.
Good luck. All right, let's kick it to this one. They do have a 7-minute time extension.
Okay. I'm Adrian. Good luck.
Yeah, it took a second to get us to find a feature match. Our initial feature match, they ended up drawing, so we had to find these guys, and then they went to the restroom, things like that. So
Yeah, it's fine.
they do have a 7-minute time extension. Let's kick it back down to the battlefield for game number 2 here in round 4, and we've got the talent. Play so nice. Adrian's gonna do it twice here. Another talent, back to back. Gonna bounce a talent. Gonna replay the talent. Make another otter. Bash in with the otter down to 18.
That's nowhere to run.
Nowhere to run.
And then
And pass back to Gregory. Dark Slick Shores. Fear of Isolation. Gonna bounce it. And another talent. Attack for 4. Down to 14.
yeah. I'll just pass it.
No. Adrian has missed a land drop here.
This town? Here and here.
This town ain't big enough. Gonna bounce.
Um,
Attempt to bounce Adrian's token and the talent.
yeah.
Adrian saying that's fine. Replay the talent. Make another otter. The otter squad.
3, 6, 9, 11.
11.
Well, I'll try my best. I'm gonna this town, targeting this.
3, 6, 8.
8.
6.
6.
Down to 6.
Alright.
Alrighty. Surveil. Technically a land. Yes, it is. It is a land. It's literally a land.
Go.
All right, Gregory, what you got? Can you finish Adrian off here?
9 creatures spelled. You go. Game 3.
Yep. Adrian, so he's going to bounce the artist talent and be able to replay it, triggering a bunch of prowess triggers. And that will do it for game number 2 here. So we are rocking and rolling right along. These players are playing at breakneck speeds here. So shout out to them for that. Seems like a pretty quick match anyways, just thinking about it. But yeah, thank y'all so much for joining us. We've got one more round of Swiss, and then we will cut to top 8. So don't go anywhere after the final round, because it won't be the final round. We'll have 3 rounds of top 8 coverage. And it looks like Adrian is considering switching things up here, heading into the 3rd game. He will be on the play. Of course, play draw might matter. Let's kick it down there and see if we can see what he's bringing in and bringing out. So sleight of hand, that was what that was. Another sleight of hand. Just doesn't like sleight of hand in this matchup, apparently. Those, I imagine the first one was probably sleight of hand as well. Let's see what he brings in. Oh, Tashini's Typebender. So Tashini's Typebender and 3 sleight of hands. He took the Baylaws out. I mean, it makes sense, probably. Assuming that Gregory probably took out his hopeless nightmares after getting absolutely bodied by those Baylaws game 1. But he's going to bring them back in. It looks like at least 3 of them. It looked like at least. Alrighty, here we go. Game 3. Adrian going to be on the play. Hopefully both players have really sick opening hands so they don't have to mulligan.
All right. I'll go first.
All right, Adrian going to be on the play. So here we go.
Well, the last time I had it set up, we had the last time I had it set up, I think it was like
All right, Adrian said this is fine. Gregory?
Okay. Cool.
Gregory's going to keep as well.
Start with this. Go for it.
All right, there's a talent. Storm Chaser's talent. Gonna make a Storm Chaser. Oh my goodness, what is the name of this card? I know it.
Okay. Go for it.
Optimistic Scavenger. That's the one.
Oh yeah, it's any additional cost. Yeah. That's cool. Yep, you got it.
Results?
Yeah. Sure.
Gonna put a +1/+1 on the Scavenger.
Yes. Yeah. 2. Bounce.
This town ain't big enough. Gonna bounce the Scavenger and bounce the talent.
Surveil.
Surveil with the Hedge Maze. Adrian's gonna keep on top. Nowhere to run the Fear and attack in
Yeah,
for
you-
3.
Okay, go. Yeah, it was 1 last turn. 2.
Oh, a 2. So 1 last turn, 2 this turn. Yep.
You had the 1/1, and I was like 3 for 1. And you said
Oh,
no
right,
go.
that was you too.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. That was a pretty good turn for Adrian because Gregory kind of time walked himself there with the Fear, bouncing the land back to hand. So going to be kind of difficult to advance the board here. Obviously, he could just play,
Yep.
the Scavenger
Ooh, what does this do?
and
What this one does. Oh, cool. Sweet.
detailed or defiled crypt.
There's this.
It's going to look kind of weird, but
It's this. Draw a card.
Yep.
oh, the Beanstalk.
Swing for 3.
Swing for 3. So, whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 black horror enchantment creature token. This ability triggers only once. And then the backside is Cadaver Lab. Whenever you unlock this door, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand.
What's the additional price? That's good. Yeah.
Results? Trigger?
Yep.
They're gonna bounce it anyway, but you have to clear on that, so
Alright.
attacks.
All right, combat.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Second.
Yep.
Correct spell. Targeting up the beast.
Sure, target enchantment. If you did it, you get yeah, that's fine.
Go ahead.
All righty, back to Adrian.
I'm going to bounce this and this. Prowess. That's this. Alright, prowess. 8 for 6.
Hit you for 6. Down to 8.
Go.
And Adrian's doing it without the big boys this game so far. Gregory's kind of been on the back foot this entire game, unfortunately. We'll see if he can turn it around. Definitely capable of doing it, but see if it comes to fruition.
Yep. Yep.
Play Cadaver Lab.
Yep. One of them. You don't have to take damage.
Alrighty.
Pass this. Prowess.
Town ain't big enough. Pretty good. Down to 6.
Go for it.
Adrian's just tempoing him out of the game here. Gregory's got some lands to play with now. Maybe he can start double spelling. 3 cards in Adrian's hand. A lot in Gregory's hand.
What, 7, 6, 7,
6.
Okay.
There's Scavenger.
Fear of isolation.
Fear of Isolation, returning a land. Trigger the +1/+1. Put the +1/+1 counter on Fear of Isolation. Replay the land. And pass back to Adrian.
End of your turn.
End of the turn here. What are we going to do?
Do this. Draw a card.
Draw a card. My goodness.
Okay. So I draw
Go for the throat.
and then plus
The token.
okay. Draw.
Does Adrian... Oh, there's minor misstep. Seed of Hope.
I'll play this.
Going to nowhere to run the Scavenger. Tell me if you've seen this one before. Here's Seed of Hope. 2. Gonna take the Bailoff.
2. Yeah, go for it.
And pass back to Gregory.
19.
Yeah, the Seed of Hope gains it.
All right, right back to Gregory. Let's see what he's got. Minor misstep. Oh, this is going to be brutal. Got to counter it, right? No? Okay. Scavenger? Got to counter that, right? You'd imagine. No.
End of your turn. Take one.
Ooh, he's got Eddie. Oh, yeah, he's got Eddie. Good old Eddie Merck.
That's ward or something.
I heard he
Or,
won a gold medal in pole vaulting in the 1986 Olympics.
Draw a card off the greenhouse sister. This gets tapped, and then I'll kill.
Okay.
Go for the throat, Eddie. Poor Eddie. Can't win them all, Eddie. Oh, there's another Eddie.
Sure, Bill. We'll pass you.
And pass back.
No, I don't play man.
Okay.
No creature land, says Adrian. Minor misstep.
Counter.
If it costs 1 or less.
Yep. And it in fact does count count 1 or less.
Fear of isolation.
So,
Yeah,
fear of isolation, gonna bounce the room.
When it enters trigger.
Yep.
Trigger gonna put the counter on fear of isolation. Gonna replay the room.
And spend my hand.
sounds good. And then you get
Adrian reminding Gregory to put the counter on. Oh, 5 counters. That's
Back step.
a lot better.
Then you should just
Sorry,
play it this turn. Okay.
Down to 16.
Next turn.
And step.
Eddie,
Draw a card.
draw a card. Tap the fear of isolation.
So, I don't think we're done.
Draw for turn.
And
Land.
level this up.
Leveling it up.
Get back this.
This town ain't big enough. Gonna come back to hand. Go to 1.
Alright, go ahead and this town, that, and that. Draw a card.
This and that. Gonna return that. Gonna play it. Gonna make an otter.
Go for it.
And pass back. So Adrian's kind of, the clamps are they clamping them good. These 3 absent bailouts look not great, though, in Adrian's hand right now. They were excellent in game 1. Not so great here in game 3.
No blocks.
No blocks, says Adrian.
4 damage.
Yep.
Kaito, inbound.
So I take 3.
Down to 13.
Stun counters.
Gonna put some stun counters on Big Eddie.
This town. Counter this.
Bounce the room and the
Go ahead.
otter.
I do not tap this. I'll untap this time.
I think he drew it. This town ain't big enough. And here comes Obstinate Bailoff.
Yes. That is it.
Up to 17.
I will this town, your Kaito, and the Stone Chasers.
This down, Kaito and Storm Chaser's talent. Gonna make a deuter and pass back. Gregory is living on the edge here. Only at 1. No more lies, the card that he drew. Not very good when you need to have some way to affect the board here. You can Kaido, stun the Obstinate Bailoff. Needs a 1-mana way to block. He has to get rid of all the damage. Be able to soak up all the damage here. I can't quite see what is in his hand. We know about No More Lies. We know about Kaito. I think he's also got a Fear of Isolation in hand. It looks like we might be seeing a Kaito. Yep. Stun. Yep. Put 2 stun counters. Does he have a 1-mana way to stop this otter? I imagine he does. Tapping 1 mana.
Pixie.
All right. Pixie it is.
Oh, it's opposite.
Yeah, up to 1.
Um,
Alrighty. Back to Adrian. Fight and attack for game. That's going to be it, Adrian. Moving on to 3-1. Might be able to draw in to top 8 potentially. But that is going to be it for this round. Thank you all so much for joining us. Stay tuned. We've got 1 more round of Swiss and 3 rounds of elimination gameplay. Thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Head on over to twitch.tv/Impact Gaming Center and follow us because we stream all the time. And of course, hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering needs. We got singles, we got sealed product, whatever you're looking for, we've got it. Go check us out over there. Thank you all so much. And until the next round or the next video, my name's been Les Alex. We appreciate you. I'll catch you all on the flippy flop. Adios, everyone.